What's up, guys? From the channel. What we're doing today, we're getting the manifold off this truck, and as you can see, if you're new to the channel, you don't really know this, but if you guys have been around the channel, this is not brand new. This is our new truck we just got for going to Florida, and Danger Rangers and drag car, which Frank's right over there. She drove herself over there for, like I said, she's good in driving. So check out those videos if you want to see the drag car build if you're new. But this is our new F-150. It has Coyote engine, 2013 Super Cab. She's locked on. Like I said, I'm gonna do a better video actually introducing this truck, but I want to get the video out. So we're going to be doing the exhaust manifold today. I already got the top 4 bolts here. Well, actually they're nuts and studs, which I ordered new ones from Ford, so they'll be here tomorrow. But I got the 4 out on top of here. I got the 2, well, I got the 1 nut off of this one, and I chopped the stud on this one. If you guys are doing this job, the bottom one's easy to get to, the top one's hard. I'll let you guys know in a little bit if it's easier to chop this, because now what I have to do is grind off the top part of this here, because the way it is, if you chop it here, you have the nut on the other side of this flange here still holding this piece on, so you gotta grind this flat to get the nut off, well, have the nut fall off. So I don't know if it was easier to do this or if I should just try harder to get the nut out, but I spent a few hours already staring at that stupid thing, trying to make a tool, trying to do this, that to get it off, and no success on it, no success. So I said, without going to buy tools, which I did buy tools to put it back together, hopefully an extension, a flexible extension will help put this back together, which, we'll learn later on in this video. So what I got done, other than those 4 bolts up there, and those 1 nut and chopping off that flange, or not the flange, the stud, we got the starter out here, which starters are really small in these motors. That's pretty neat how small they are. But our next goal, I don't know if you guys can see too much in it because it's a little dark, but there's this heat shield we gotta get off, and there's the 4 bolts, well, nuts and studs we're gonna be getting out on here, which the studs are gonna be coming out with the nuts because that's just what they do. They've just been coming out with the nuts and taking the stud with them, which I'd rather do that because I'm getting new ones coming tomorrow. I gotta go pick them up at Ford, but yeah, so getting this thing out hopefully, and hopefully won't have too much of a headache with this thing. All right, guys, so I got the manifold actually all unbolted. Here she is right here. She's all loose. Now let me get this extra thing out. I thought I'd be able to lift my one hand, but I guess not. I'm gonna probably sneak this thing out this way somehow. All right, guys, so here we got the manifold out. As you can see, we have 1 stud left here, but she will be removing this and replacing it just because all the other ones will be brand new, so you might as well make this one brand new, right? So gonna be doing that. Manifold right here. Actually, so you see there's the crack, but I found out that actually, oh wow, this thing's like really cracked actually. So this is a crack we saw. I just found this one. This is a new one I just found, so I'm sure there's more cracks in this. So you got this crack here. Flip it around, you got this crack here, and you got this crack here. So instead, take a quick look. I don't see any more cracks, but like I said, those are huge cracks. Now the reason why these cracks are very bad for your exhaust system, other than an annoying leak sound going down the road and you hear it echoing around you, is that it can cause a rich situation, because when the exhaust gas flows through, behind that gas bubble, actually really for this cylinder, behind that gas bubble, it'll suck air through the crack. The fresh air with the exhaust fumes will flow down here, hit your O2 sensor. Your O2 sensor say, oh, you're running a little lean, meaning there's air that's not burned. Air that's not mixed with the fuel burning. So it's like, oh, you need more gas. So start throwing more gas into the cylinders, blah, blah, blah. And then you run into, cylinder wall wash, which is like when too much fuel's out of the cylinder, it washes the oil off the cylinder walls. Then your piston rings will get worn down, eventually cause failure, which then cause oil consumption, possible more bad things can happen, scoring up the cylinders, things like that. And no good, it's no good stuff. Calipers can also go bad from too much fuel, so definitely not a good situation to be in. Yeah, so we got the stud here. The only thing we have here is the stud, which we'll be removing because I got all 8 new ones coming tomorrow, which I gotta go pick up from Ford tomorrow. So gonna be having her replaced. Guys, gotta get the socket for this here so I can get her out. And then yeah, so listen to this. All this video is gonna be on just removing this. Like I said, how I removed this was I what you call it, underneath here. It was a pain in the butt, but I use this deep socket with a ratchet, and this guy, quarter power. I'm a full person believer of work smart, not hard. So instead of me sitting here cranking on, which, you know, once you get to these bolts, or, you know, studs slash nuts here over here, it starts to get really hard to get, like, you know, even leverage on it. Especially the back one, the back one over here, which I can't show you the hole. There's no leverage. You can't get leverage on it. It's you working with that. The thing actually I did get it loose with was this what do you call, crowbar thing. I put it behind the ratchet and I just cranked it, and, you know, I got it to loosen up the screw, and it was literally one click at a time to loosen it. So it was literally click, click, click. Oh, here, click, 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 and yeah. So it took probably about a half hour, an hour really doing that, because then the ratchet falls off, and then you're like, I then gotta go find the spot again, and huge ordeal. If you guys are doing this job, it's not hard, but it's not easy. So take it for a grain of salt. You're gonna be working for a day, probably make a full day for this job. You know, if it's newer Mustangs, like I said, this is a Mustang engine, so it's gonna be the same thing, but probably they're not gonna be as, like, I don't know. It all depends. But is that thing separated? I don't know. That's not gonna look good. No, it's not. But yeah, so listen guys, if you guys enjoyed the video of us removing the manifold, like I said, not too much action, just because it was more me getting this thing done. I just want to show you guys, like, you know, the cracks in the manifold, and, you know, just educate you guys a little bit on why you don't want those. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit a like down below, comment down below, because we're getting so if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit a like down below, comment down below. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comment down below, like, on doing the job itself. I'll give you some advice and stuff like that, or do a whole video on advice to doing this job. So I'll give you guys all the advice I can give you in the comments. So if you guys enjoy the video, please hit a like down below, comment down below any questions or advice you guys may need. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Do whatever it takes to follow your dreams.